I want to welcome you all here to the Ernest C. Mercier Lecture, where we're exploring technology for national defense and public good. It really is a moment in time in the nation's history where there is so much call to creation, imagination, possibility, and hard work together, but more than all of that, to cooperation.
School of Engineering, engineers, scientists and business leaders must work together if we're going to deliver solutions that make a difference.
We are proud to be associated with this lecture because it highlights innovation and commercialization of new technologies. Exactly where Schulich thrives. Innovation and entrepreneurship are part of our DNA, and it's increasingly where our students really want to go into.
It is a wonderful thing to bring science and business together. My late husband was a chemical engineer. He was also a businessman. And when he passed away, I was trying to think of a way to honor the things that he believed in most about his business career and what he enjoyed the most. And it certainly was bringing the things that he understood together.
Raoul Gohl is a serial entrepreneur, angel investor, aerospace engineer, and proud Canadian on a mission to build Canada into a true spacefaring nation. He's the CEO and founder of Nordspace, a Canadian end-to-end space mission company building orbital-class rockets, a commercial spaceport, satellites, and hypersonic systems for commercial and defense purposes entirely made in Canada.
I remember there was a time I used to be a little nervous about giving presentations and such a couple of years ago, but I'm telling you, after you start testing rockets and feel the intensity, everything else feels a lot easier. It's a real honor to be here again. I was here, I guess, about 10 years ago, giving our first year business course presentation. It was a really interesting time, and I would have never guessed that I'd be here again today. But back then, I sort of felt like I was living these two lives where I was running around doing engineering and math and comp sci courses, but also doing my Schulich courses at the same time. And I couldn't ever find a way to get those two worlds to gel perfectly. But now seeing this whole new ecosystem, this spirit, it warms my heart and makes me feel very optimistic about the future. As a Toronto boy, born and raised just across York University at Jane and Finch, I'd never seen the ocean. Like maybe Lake Ontario is the largest body of water I'd ever seen. And then 25 years or so later, and you start seeing the ocean and it looks like an alien planet. But that planet's ours, and that's where we're building our launch site. A lot of people think that building rockets is expensive, of course, but it's also not that expensive when you compare it to all the other things that we invest in as a country for something for such national importance. For under $100 million, we can build this thing.
We're going to have a budget in November, and the general public is maybe going to ask, so why are we spending all this money for, while we have other problems? So I think we need to demonstrate that there's a lot of public good here. We can create a lot of innovation, creativity, IP, talent, jobs in this country through this channel. So maybe let's not go grandiose on the sovereignty piece, let's be pragmatic and talk to the benefits that this can bring.
If you do go forward and make a startup and put yourself on the line and put in those hard hours of work and talk to folks to, into giving you the funding that's required to do it, carve off a little bit of time to get involved with the government side of it and lobby and talk and get yourself in the news and say these things that we've been saying up here right from the beginning, and then maybe, just maybe, we'll stand a chance.
This room is full of people with passion and drive. They're giving up their evening to learn more, find out the opportunity. So Canadians want to make this happen. We've always been a country of nation builders, and it is this generation now. We are back into nation building, literally at war time. And when the time gets tough, there's nobody I'd rather be with than Canadians.
So that's it. I always ask this question, you know, as Canadians, do we choose to be leaders or participants? I feel like traditionally we've always piggybacked and been participants, but we have everything that we need in this country to lead. So I hope all of you lead, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what everyone builds here. Thank you so much.